So this video is going to focus on something that's not a syllable structure, but something that's very relevant to understanding syllable structures and learning how to spell vowel sounds. It's called a schwa, and it'll mess you up a lot. So if you don't learn about the rules of schwa, you can find yourself misspelling vowels pretty often.
So schwa is an unexpected vowel sound that you can find in some multisyllabic words. You're going to find the schwa vowel in the unstressed syllable of that multisyllabic word.
So, for example, in the word lemon, we have two syllables here. The first thing we need to do, I'll tell you right now, there's a schwa in here, and before we can find it, we have to figure out which syllable is accented and which is unaccented. A good trick to do this is called calling the dog. If you had a dog called Lemon, how would you call it? You'd say, lemon. You wouldn't say, lemon. That'd be weird, right? So whatever sound you make for longer when you call the dog, that's going to be your stressed syllable. So in lemon, we know here, lemon, this little symbol means that is a stressed syllable. So, lemon is a really good example of schwa because schwa can make a few different sounds. Two of those sounds are and I. So the word lemon should actually be pronounced lem-on, but because of coarticulation, which is when we say a lot of sounds close to each other, like when we say a whole word at once, and because we're lazy when we talk, quite honestly, we reduce our vowels down to the easiest sound to say. So rather than saying lemon, people will usually say lem-in with an I sound. Or they'll say lemon with an sound, lemon. So the I and the in that word are both schwa examples. There's another sound that schwa can make, which is called an R-controlled schwa. So we have this word hammer. Let's call the dog again. Ready? Hammer. So we know hammer, that accent is right there on the first syllable. On the back here we can see that we've circled the ER because that's where the R-controlled schwa is. Because it's a schwa, we get the E making a sound it doesn't usually make. We get It's really hard to tease apart the E and the R. What sound is the E making? What sound is the R making? It's all one sound as an R-controlled schwa, and it can make it really tough. If you didn't know much about spelling and you heard hammer, you'd probably spell it with a UR, but that's not the case, as we know.
So yeah, that relates a little bit to how R-controlled vowels are sounds that are kind of controlled by the R to make R sounds. So with the word absolute, we're going to sound it out, and we get ab-sa-lute.
So if you were to call your dog named Absolute, you'd say absolute. So we know that this last syllable has an accent, so it can't be the schwa, right? So in ab-sa-lute, which one of those sounds is unexpected given the vowel that you see? If you'd like, you can pause for a moment and try to guess before we tell you.
So the schwa is in the middle syllable where we have sa. We see an O there, but really we hear the vowel, which you would think would be a U, and we pronounce it that way because it's the easiest vowel sound to produce between S and L.
So if you go back to our open syllable video, you'll remember that so should be pronounced so when it's open, like an absolute. But again, because we're lazy, we're going to say absolute almost every time instead.